Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Two topics for this video. Putin will visit, we don't know yet if there's gonna be indefinitely, a US military base in the United States of America. Question, will he ever get out of that US military base in Anchorage, Alaska? That's the first question and the first topic. The second one, Vladimir Zelensky landed in Berlin and he's going to meet his German counterpart and he is going to have some conversations with Donald Trump, with members of NATO and other important partners. Is it the moment when he will be told what has been already decided by the collective West? We're going to find out. So let's start with the first topic, which is exact location of Putin-Trump summit revealed. And it's a US military base. Never been before. So this article comes from Russia Today, the 13th of August 2025. Exact location of Putin-Trump summit revealed. I will show you on the map where Putin will land and where the meeting will occur. The White House has opted for a military base in Anchorage as the venue due to security reasons, sources have told CNN. So where is that? Right here. The meeting between Putin and Donald Trump will take place at the Elmendorf Richardson military base in Anchorage, Alaska. CNN has reported citing White House officials. So where is that location? No worries, we got the map. So Alaska obviously is right here. We're gonna go to Anchorage right here. And the military base is a little bit north, if I remember correctly. So this is the main airport, but this is not the military base. Military base is here, exactly here. This is where the meeting will occur. Elmendorf military base, where this Hercules and this is a spy plane. I don't see any fighter jets. These guys have them all hidden, or there's none. They send them to Israel or something. But beautiful nevertheless. In one of these little shacks, hangars, they will have the meeting. Where could that be? Here? Here? All right. So this is the place where they will have the meeting. Trump-Putin meeting to take place at military base in Anchorage. They said historic meeting and security reasons. So why do you think that place was chosen? Well, obviously for security reasons, that's the first one. And do you think that Putin will be arrested, as many say, or many ask the question? No, he will not be arrested. Unless the Russians in Russia attempt a coup d'etat on Putin. That's it. But why should they do it with the Americans and get the Russian population angry with the Americans? I don't think that would happen. Some people claim that because the United States of America is not actually a signatory of the Rome Statute, the ICC Court of The Hague, there will be no arrest warrants enforced. Remember, the United States of America is not a signatory. The ICC issued an arrest warrant for Putin as they did for Netanyahu. The United States of America imposed sanctions on judges, some judges from the ICC in The Hague, because of Netanyahu, not because of Putin. So it tells you who you are allowed to criticize and who you're not. Just gives you a hint. And therefore, they will not arrest Putin. I don't think that would ever be a problem in arresting Putin like this. I'm guaranteeing you a lot of submarines are in the area and a lot of red buttons are already uncapped in case something idiotic happen. So no arrest, and I hope that presidential plane will land safely in Anchorage, because remember, a little, how do you call those, javelins could fuck everything up. And that could be done from a fairly far distance, if you know what I mean. If someone wants to take care of the presidential plane, they can easily do it with that kind of weapon. Not only, you can use also other ones that could not be intercepted by any electronic warfare, jamming and all that. So, or unjamming or jamming. So what do we have here? We have Zelensky. In the meantime, he shows up in Berlin, and he's going to have a little meeting with a few. It seems like that he would be informed about the meeting of Trump with Putin. So Zelensky arrives in Berlin 13th of August. President Zelensky has arrived in Berlin like a man that he is, right there, man. There he is, a clown. Anyway, as reported, Zelensky will meet with General Chancellor Friedrich Merz in Berlin today. After that, they will participate in a video conference with European leaders, that it's some leaders in charge of Europe, is that what it is? Or all of them? Just some important ones that tell you some are more equal than others. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte and US President Donald Trump. Also today, online meeting of the Coalition of the Willing will take place. That means zero without the US. Zelensky to meet with Merz in Berlin today. Again, the same information here. Following the meeting, Zelensky and Merz may address the media around 4 p.m. We're not going to be on it. All right, because he's going to tell us what to do. Coalition of the Willing. That is already dead. Done. After that, Merz and Zelensky are to discuss the results of the talks with members of the Coalition of the Willing, led by Germany, France, and UK. And the rest, you do what we tell you. The US President and Vice President J.D. Vance are scheduled to join at 3 p.m. because they will talk to, right here, will talk to the head of state of governments, the important ones: Germany, Ukraine, Finland, France, Britain, Italy, Poland, and the President of the European Commission, the President of the European Council, and Secretary General NATO. Hey, where are the other guys? I thought the other guys are required to buy weapons and send to Ukraine, like, I don't know, Romania. How about the Czech Republic? How about the Baltic states? Did you see it here? And why Finland? Finland has a little border with Mr. Russia, doesn't it? So, it's very important strategically. Right here, this is Finland. And this is right here, Russia. So this big border with two right here. But so does Estonia. So does Latvia have a border with the Russians, and nothing there. So it showed you who's who, what's what. As I said, he will not be arrested. Nothing will happen, and I don't think the Americans will take a chance to be attacked. Do I think it's going to be is there a possibility that the Russians will retaliate if that occurs? I don't even want to think about it. If something happens, it happens when Putin lands or takes off. Most likely when it takes off, preferably by the bad people outside of the American international waters. But the problem is, the map here shows that is not really much between the international airspace, if you want, between the Americans and the Russians, for the obvious reasons. Right here, these are where they meet. Now, from Anchorage right here, if it takes, where he's going to take, flight is going to go over the Americans, they will provide protection, and they will go over the Bering Strait right here, which is halfway. Right, I think this is cut like this. So from here, probably is going to pass right here, and there's not going to be any actors. Maybe, who knows? We found the perpetrators of the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, didn't we? No, we didn't. So if something will happen, probably will not happen over the territory of the US. And if it happens, that means the guys who did it really wanted to get these guys in trouble, which is the Americans. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The other guys in Berlin will be told by Donald Trump probably how things were already dictated to him to tell everybody else how things will occur. And the meeting in Anchorage will be discussed in general. If they play tough, I foresee a just separation in the first few minutes, and otherwise they will be nice and gentle. We'll find out. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.